Hi, I'm Maureen Paraventi, and this is another Workplace Material Handling and Safety Thought Leadership interview. I'm talking today to Nick Knight. Nick is Senior Manager of Sales Excellence for Ansell, a company that provides innovative, sustainable protection solutions for more than 10 million workers a day in about 25 different industries. Hi, Nick.
Hey, Maureen, how are you today?
I am well. How are you?
Good. Yeah, no complaints.
All right.
Are you having me on today?
Well, you're welcome. I look forward to learning a lot from you. Let us start with probably a tough question. To what extent does the lack of PPE or the wrong kind of PPE play a role in hand and arm injuries?
Well, actually, that's a great question. It's a great place to start. And I'd say it plays a crucial role, but it's important to clarify that seldom is there a lack of PPE. Most oftentimes, it's the wrong PPE being used. Why? First and foremost, it's a lack of education of what's available in the market today. Safety managers just don't have time to wait. They want immediate answers and immediate results. We'll hear things like, this is what I'm using now. Can you help me get it a little cheaper? Can you give me something with a higher cut rating? And ultimately, those are the wrong questions. And at Ansell, we know that. That's why we take it a step further and ask those questions to clarify and discover that real need of the customer. We'll take the time to seek to understand their challenges, because selling a glove is the easy part. Implementing the right product from the start takes effort.
Now, there is an incredible variety of occupational hand protection types, and that's good on one hand. See what I did there?
Yeah.
But can't sorting through all of those choices be overwhelming for sales manager or safety managers?
Absolutely. It's absolutely overwhelming. In today's world, through a few keystrokes or clicks, a customer can become educated very quickly on the products that are deemed to solve their problems, right? However, defining the root problem is oftentimes harder than one thinks. Ansell consultants can and will do all the heavy lifting for the safety manager, and essentially the only investment we ask of them is their time. Taking a bit of time to answer the questions posed is the single best investment a safety manager can make. When you work with an Ansell sales rep, you're getting someone that is taking the approach to protect workers first and foremost. And it's the same approach they take if it was their parent, their sibling, their spouse, or their child in that situation.
What is an AnsellGUARDIAN consultation and how does it work?
AnsellGUARDIAN is performed by our safety experts, and it's a service that helps our customers to improve their safety and productivity by combining our 45 years of safety assessment experience with a data-driven methodology. AnsellGUARDIAN allows us to deliver unique, personalized assessments for each customer. Some of AnsellGUARDIAN's main areas of focus include safety and compliance, where we provide a personalized risk management solution that leads to improved worker safety, injury reduction, and increased regulatory compliance. Also, we look at cost performance, where we advise on business performance improvements that result in lower all costs for the company. We also take a look at productivity, and this is where we deliver best practice recommendations to optimize how PPE is dispensed, improving the company's output, eliminating waste, which all ultimately lead to an increase in productivity. Typically, a general overview of the process usually entails first, data collection. An in-plan assessment normally follows. We'll do validation testing or trials for our recommendations. We'll come up with an implementation plan. We'll train the workers on what those changes mean to them. And then we'll expand within the plant itself or outside the plant, depending on what the end user's goals are.
That's a lot. That certainly covers a lot of ground.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I mean, the safety manager, the end user gets to walk hand in hand with the Ansell rep. We know what we're doing. We've been in all these scenarios before, and we know how to help.
Now, I understand that Ansell has a 3-phase approach to workplace risk analysis. What is that like?
So put simply, it's how Ansell views our role in establishing health and safety procedures. It includes an ongoing process to increase hazard recognition, identify, assess, and respond. OSHA recommends a similar methodology as part of any robust health and safety program. With AnsellGUARDIAN, we can be your safety partner using these 3 simple steps. Identify is all about discovery, collecting the right information in your workplace. Assess is a little more technical. It starts the analysis and measurement of hazards, risks, and consequences to feed the 3rd step, which is respond. And respond is exactly as it sounds. You equip your workers with risk mitigation, safety protocols, protective equipment, and training to prevent injury and other consequences.
What can you tell us about the proprietary software systems that are used in the process?
Great question, but when it comes to AnsellGUARDIAN, the magic really isn't in the software. The magic's in the approach. Our simple and clear process focuses on the most relevant areas to deliver our best practice recommendations for one single application or even an entire site. Since every customer is different, we treat them that way. Our 600+ safety experts assess each situation individually, using the data provided to deliver tailor-made recommendations for their particular safety needs. We support the full implementation of our assessment with samples and education of workers to ensure the success of the PPE change.
And what kinds of industries use AnsellGUARDIAN consultations?
From agriculture to automotive, chemical, construction, food processing, metal fabrication, life sciences for worker hazards hasn't proven beneficial for the end user. It's important to point out, though, that not all customers need a full-fledged plant-wide assessment. But if you're working with tools, parts, chemicals, if you have higher risk of exposures, the AnsellGUARDIAN consultation will no doubt be an added value. It never hurts to have a pair of outsiders helping uncover and isolate potential hazards. Since there's no cost for the assessment, the risk is minimal. If you or someone you know is interested in additional information on AnsellGUARDIAN, please contact your local Ansell representative.
Well, can you tell us about Ansell's chemical database? How many chemicals are in it and how often is it updated?
Sure. Ansell's Chemical Guardian database contains chemicals in their pure form, as singles, and as mixtures as well. As of today, there's over 39,000 chemicals in the database. New chemicals are added to the database every day once we identify that a specific chemical requested by the end user or distributor is not in the database.
Wow, there's a lot to keep track of. Let's talk about the benefits of AnsellGUARDIAN assessments and how they include compliance injury reduction, but also PPE portfolio complexity reduction. Can you explain what that means and why it's important?
Yeah, I mean, we find those 2 items to be goals of almost every end user we do business with. But recommending like products for like applications is one of the simplest ways to create standardization in a facility. By standardizing, customers also typically gain the benefit of SKU reduction, so they're somewhat tied together. When you add these 2 facets together, you make it easier not only for workers to make informed decisions on which PPE to wear in all areas of the plant, but you also gain the ability to better hold workers accountable to wearing the right product in the right application. By default, you also simplify team leaders' lives by having more educated workers wearing the proper PPE for the application hazard they are exposed to. The bottom line with AnsellGUARDIAN is we can help you equip your team to leave work the same way they arrived. Let Ansell keep you and your employees safe. This is AnsellGUARDIAN.
Thank you so much for talking with us today. We've been talking to Nick Knight, Senior Manager of Sales Excellence for Ansell. Thank you, Nick.
Thanks, Maureen.